Hey guys, welcome to my second ever Q&A session. Today we celebrate the 5,000 of you guys that subscribe to my channel and are watching my videos and are commenting great comments, and yeah, thank you so much again. I also have a little announcement to make. I will do this at the end, so be sure to stick around until the end. In my video from 2 weeks ago, I asked you to write down your questions in the comments and vote with liking the comments. Now I'm going to start answering the ones with the most likes, and then we'll see how far I get. Alright, without further ado, let's jump into the questions. The first question that I want to answer is from Tom Nessler. Enjoying and sharing your story about your van. Your videos are great and very informative. Thank you very much. My question is the time lag. So I watched the videos, I noticed the change in weather. I'm guessing that the van is complete now and you're simply editing the footage you did last summer, fall. Specifically, when did you finish your van? Congratulations on reaching 5,000 subscribers. So thank you very much again, Tom. Yeah, I think this is a really important question that I want to answer. So yes, you're right. I already finished the van some time ago in 2019 in fall, so around October. And since then, I've been living in the van already. So the reason why there's this time lag is that I just haven't been able to edit my footage any sooner after finishing the van, after moving into the van. And that's really why I had so much time pressure in the last videos. I was working on my bachelor thesis. That took around 6 months, and I was working on the bachelor thesis full time. And I was really busy with this, and that's kind of why it was difficult for me to edit these videos in time and bring out these videos for you guys in time, because I was working full-time on also like a passion project for me during the week, and then on the weekends or in the evenings I was editing videos, which was also a passion project. But yeah, it was difficult for me to really pour my heart and soul into 2 projects at the same time. That's what I did the last few months. But I made it, I'm here, I was able to bring you guys these videos, I was able to bring you up to date to the state where the van is right now. And I did not finish my bachelor thesis, but that was not because I wasn't able to work on that, but because of the coronavirus situation that hit Germany as well. There was a complete lockdown, like my whole thing was just on pause. I was done with everything, basically. I just need to do my last presentation, and that's what I'm still waiting for, to do my last presentation, to finally finish this chapter, so that I could go and pursue some new projects that I want to do. So yeah, just to sum it up, started the van in late spring 2019, finished the van in fall 2019, and then from in the winter and spring of 2020, I have been living in this van. And here we are now. So the van, how you see it right now, and the van that's here, that's basically the state that you've seen in this last build episode. I was able to add some little details just before I moved in, but since then I have not touched the van at all. I haven't done anything. So yeah, that's really the state that I last left you. I hope that gives you guys a little bit of a perspective, and now you understand things better and why I was in such a hurry when I was moving in. I'm sorry guys that there was this delay. I'm really trying to get the next videos much more in line with the actual timeline, and then you can get some live updates of what I'm doing. Okay, next question is from Val's Cosmos, and he says, congrats. Thank you, Val. His question is, do you have travel plans for later this year? Cheers and thanks. Yeah, so that's a little bit difficult. Maybe you guys already saw my last Q&A video. I'll link it here. There I said after I finish my bachelor thesis, I want to start traveling. And that's still true. But of course, the COVID-19 situation also hit Germany. The lockdown is still in place, and I don't know when I will be able to travel again like I wanted to. Here in Germany, the borders are slowly opening again, and it seems like this whole situation is kind of dissolving. But for me personally, I think it's too early to already say when I will be able to start again, because there's still a chance of a second wave, and yeah, I'm not sure. But what I would want to do is leave Germany before it gets winter, because winter is the worst time to live in a van, at least when you're from really cold country like this one. Yeah, winter's no fun, but we will see if that's gonna happen. I have some ideas where I would want to go. I want to connect this with the question from Devonian. He or she says, hi, congrats on 5k subscribers. Thank you so much. My question is, what are the top 5 destinations you would like to visit in your camper when it's all done? I think this connects to this question because when I will be able to start traveling, I want to go all in and really go far and long. Basically as far as I can go from where I'm from, and that's going east. And I'm really interested in all of these countries that basically lie east or southeast from here. And there's so many countries in this direction. So there's Czech, there's Austria, there's Slovenia, there's Hungary, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Albania, Montenegro, Greece, and then there's Turkey, and then there's so much more. Those are probably going to be the first few countries that I'm going to visit. So yeah, this general direction, southeast, you get the idea, right? One country in this area that I'm specifically really interested to see is Montenegro. On the map, it looks really small and insignificant, but they're supposed to be the most beautiful landscapes and mountains in national parks and everything. So yeah, I'm really interested to learn about Montenegro and learn about their people. I know almost nothing about this country. Another country that I want to see that's really far on the eastern side from that is Georgia, the country. I also heard that there are beautiful landscapes, the people are really nice, and the culture is already really different. Really, I'm not that selective about countries. I really want to see every single country on the way and kind of see that gradient of culture, like going from the Western culture and then slowly changing in something that I'm not familiar with, but I'm super curious about. But in order to complete a top 5 list, I'm going to continue naming out singular countries. A special country that I'm interested in, and that's kind of controversial that I'm interested in this country, is Iran. I had a classmate from Iran, and he always taught me these stories about this beautiful country, this different culture, this really guest-friendly culture. It seems strange because obviously Iran has a really different culture, and especially towards women. Actually, I'm not sure how topical I am with this, but last time I remember, they didn't like women driving cars, and obviously if I want to drive there with my van, that's going to be a little bit difficult. And also, we get a lot of bad news from Iran. Obviously, there's some difficult political things going on, but I just want to find out who these people really are, and I want to give those a chance and not listen to what the news said, like, unconditionally. The last specific country that I want to mention very quickly here in the end is Thailand. I know it might be problematic to drive there with your own van. I heard that you can't do that, you can't take your own vehicle, and I don't know, maybe that's going to be problematic, but I really want to see it because I have my uncle, that's the uncle that gave me a lot of tips with building the van. He spent a lot of time in Thailand, and he told me a lot of stories about Thailand and the food and the people, and I'm really interested in this as well. So yeah, that would be just 5 countries that I know at the top of my head, but there's so many more that I want to see. Obviously, I don't know if I'm going to reach these countries. They're really far away, but we'll see what happens, right? Oh, it's actually starting to rain. I should close this door. So yeah, let me just do that very quickly. Okay, so I don't know if this light works, but whatever. Might be a little bit bright. Okay, next travel-related question is by Daniel Acevedo Burtiro. Sorry, man. You probably pronounce it really differently, but he says, "Congrats for 5K. Thank you so much. My question is, your plan is to travel quick and fast to reach some place or slowly and visit every location?" Really driving long distances isn't really something for me. I enjoy being at a place and spending some time there. So I think I'm more the person that wants to see every single place. I mean, if I have enough time, that will still make me drive really far. But yeah, I'm more of the person that wants to kind of travel slowly. But yeah, don't spend so much time on the road, but spend time actually being in a location and experiencing the place. Next question is from Annette Zhang. Congratulations on making 5,000 subscribers. That is so great. Thank you so much. Annette, her question is, whereabouts in Germany are you from? I am from south of Frankfurt. It's just a really little village. You're not gonna know it, but yeah, it's basically between Darmstadt and Heidelberg. Somewhere in there in the mountains, in the forest, that's where I'm from. But recently I was in Berlin because there I studied my subject, And I've been living in Berlin for 5 years already. Let's move away a little bit from the travel-related questions and go into more van build questions. So the first question relating that is by Hat Go Bang. Are there any design aspects that you wish you had done another way, or ideas you did not try that you would if you could? Congrats and hope you reach the 10K even faster. Thank you so much. Yes. There are some things that I would love to change, and I think I want to do a separate video about what things I would like to change in the van, what van build regrets I have. There are a couple of things, but overall I'm really happy about this. So just to name you one big thing is this seat back there. I never sit there because it's really confined. Yeah, I wish I'd done this differently. I wish I tested this out and decided that to give me a little bit more space. Yeah, and then a couple of details, but that's like the biggest one that I would love to change. More van building questions. Have you ever caught your hair in any of the power tools? Yeah, I get a lot of you guys commenting on that I should put back my hair in order to not get it caught in a power tool, and you are absolutely right, I should do that. Every time I watch my footage, I'm like, oh my god, I did it again, I forgot to put up my hair, or I just didn't do it. And I promise you guys, if I ever build something again, and I will build stuff more, I will put up my hair. But no, I have not, I didn't get my hair caught up in any of the power tools. I don't know how this didn't happen yet, but yeah, I was super lucky that that didn't happen yet. Oh yeah, and that question was by 831 Simon, by the way. Next question is by Mel's Van World, and he asks, who's your favorite YouTube van building channel? Well, of course, your channel, Mel. What other channels are there, right? Discovering Loch Ness congratulates me on the 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. The question is, where do you obtain your knowledge on building all of the components in your van? Really simple, probably the same way you did or do or whatever. I watch a ton of YouTube videos. I learned the whole thing on YouTube. Really, I'm serious. There are a couple of really cool builders. It's really easy to find them. And even now that I speak, there are more and more videos coming out by new people. And now, if you start your build now, you will have even more resources than me. And yeah. And then apart from that, a little bit more specific topics like doing the electric work and stuff, they are really researched, and look in the internet. There are a couple of websites who explain it really well, but make sure, look at different sources, and don't just take the first best thing that you see for granted and say, okay, that's the best solution. Just look at a couple of solutions and then choose the solution that you find most trustworthy. I also got a little extra help from my uncle. He was always there with when I didn't know what to do. He always had great little ideas that I could use in my van, and he has a lot of experience in building things, so I was able to learn a lot from him. But he never did the thing for me. I always had to do it myself, which is great because I wanted to learn it. I wanted to do it, I wanted to learn it, so that was perfect. So Stephen Trudgeon says, congratulations, thank you so much. He says, my first question, why didn't you put a shower? And since you started, was there one thing that you would like to change? So I think I touched on this before. The one thing that I would like to change is this seat there. It's just really too small. I would like to move the kitchen counter forwards a little bit. I still have something like 15 to 20 centimeters that I can move it, and then I would have more space here. Or just do a different concept for the seating area. And then, oh yeah, why didn't I put a shower in there? Because I did not need a shower. I lived in my old van for 2 years. It had a shower in there. I never ever used it. I always found a place to shower. Obviously I didn't use it because I didn't have hot water, but you need to have loads of water. And you need to have a water heater in order to enjoy your shower. And also it takes up a lot of space. So there's a lot of effort for just having a shower. And I know that a lot of people, for them it's really important to shower every single day. And I totally get that. But for me, I started early to train myself not having to shower every day. And you can really get used to this. And I found plenty of places where I could shower. Where I was living in a city, I don't know, maybe when I'm traveling it's going to be much more difficult and I might regret it. But I'm pretty confident that I will always find a place to clean myself. And I do wash myself every morning. But so far, I didn't need a shower and I'm pretty happy with my decision. So next question is from Kevin Sheets. He says, congrats on getting to where you are. Love your videos and your determination. I know it can be rough at times. I'm currently in the second van build and it's always a work of love. Thank you so much. Good luck with your van build. He says, my question is, do you think you would ever try van life in the US? We'd love to have you. Thank you so much. Yes, I've been thinking about this recently because I saw a couple of videos where people are camping in BLM land and just public lands and public places in general, and we just don't have this abundance of natural places where you can just go that is there for the public. In the US, I feel like that's at least the view I have of the country, is that there's just so much more space and you can just really go to your little private little spot of nature that can be really beautiful. And here you just have to share the land with much more people. So yeah, I would love to try it. First I'll start here, but yeah, maybe I'll come over. That would be awesome. Okay, next question by Michael Pigram. He says, congrats on 5K, well-deserved milestone. Thank you so much, Michael. I was wondering how the glued panels held up, and will there be a final van tour, and what would you do different? Great work. Hoping to see more. Thanks. Yes. So I do want to do a tour. When it's all done. It's not done yet. So the tour will be later. Will I do anything different? Yeah, I talked about this before. And the glued panels. Wow. No, they didn't really hold up. I added some screws and it's fine. Like here on the sides, they hold up perfectly fine. I added some screws just in some spaces where the glue didn't hold, but in general it held on there fine, especially because on the corners and in the middle pieces I added those cover things. But here on the side door, it did not hold up. I might actually want to redo this part. The glue is really strong, but the problem was most of the time that I couldn't get enough pressure against the wood so that the thing will hold and the glue will cure correctly. So yeah. Question by Bernie. Hi, have you ever thought whilst doing the van build that you've taken too much on and that you won't be able to finish it? Well done on the 5K subs. You deserve every one of them. Thank you so much, Bernie. Yes, absolutely. Oh my god, so many times I thought this is way too much. This is like, I can't, how will I be able to finish? This is so much work and I only have really little time. And yeah, daily sometimes. Daily I thought this, and I think this is really normal because it is a huge project. It is a lot to do. Even though you see at YouTube, there's so many people who are doing this. And then when you feel struggle yourself, you think, well, so many people do it. Why can't I do it? But you can do it. And they probably felt overwhelmed at times as well. So yeah, totally normal. Happened to me 100 times while doing the build. And lastly, let's go a little bit into more personal questions that don't have anything to do with van build or traveling. So, Margaretan Margaretan, sorry for butchering your name. She asked a no-event question, but in what field of study is your soon-to-be awarded bachelor's degrees? So I already touched on this in my last Q&A video, but because so many of you guys wanted to know it, I'm going to tell it again. So my bachelor's degree is in game design. So that's mostly about video games. That includes programming video games, designing video games, and also doing the art stuff like Photoshop and 3D modeling, all of it. I do all of it. I like doing all of it, but what I kind of specialized on is more of the programming part, or what I did most of my studies was the programming part, and I also did a lot of the design. That leads me to the next question, and that is by the King of the World. Good name. His question is, what made you want to get into game design? In school, basically. I just looked at my subject that I enjoyed and were good at in school. I was good at arts. I like to draw things and do like artistic things. I like to be creative. I was good in maths too. I also like the mathematical, like technical parts, and there was also already like they called it informatics, like a programming kind of thing. And I was good at this there as well. Most importantly, I enjoyed the programming. So I enjoyed programming, but I also enjoyed arts. It was really diverse, and I just couldn't decide what direction I wanted to go. And am I going to be more like an artistic person, or am I going to be more like a technical programming science kind of person? I just couldn't decide. So I thought, hey, game design looks like a cool mixture out of both of this. I can use both of my sides there. But also, that was an important part, obviously, in the decision. When I was growing up, I played a lot of video games, and I really like playing video games. So yeah, that was kind of one passion and two skills that I had and stuff that I liked combined into one, and I thought it was great. But I don't really play video games anymore. I'm just too busy nowadays with YouTube, you guys, and building stuff like this van. Alright. Frederick Bergquist says, congrats to 5,000 plus subscribers. Thank you so much, Frederick. His question is, how did you get so good at making entertaining and informative videos? Did you take a course, or did you just look at YouTube videos that you liked? Thank you so much for that. No, I did not take a course, and I was pretty bad at the beginning. I didn't even share the stuff that I started out with on YouTube. The secret is just, yeah, look at other stuff, look at stuff that you like and try to mimic it, and then slowly but surely find your own style. That's at least the approach that I did. Yeah, looking at YouTube videos, looking at YouTube tutorials, it's just practice. Like, I spent so many hours in the last 2 years editing videos, like so many, like a crazy amount of hours you wouldn't believe. And I think at some point you just get better at it. That's just, it would be sad if it wasn't that way. So, yeah, it was just practicing a lot. Don Yates asks, when does the ship set sail? Do you have a planned route? And also a bit personal, but what's your story beyond the channel intro? So, yeah, starting travel, yeah, I don't know. That's what I already talked about. And then, what's my story beyond the channel intro? I don't know. I mean, what's my story? I don't want to go much into detail. If you're really interested about how this whole traveling passion and things came to be, maybe just let me know and maybe I'll do a separate video. But basically, I grew up in a small village. Then I went traveling in Japan after graduating from high school for 8 months, and I loved it so much. During that time, I decided, yeah, let's combine all of my things that I loved in school into one subject and study it, and that was game design, video game design. I did that, and while I was doing video game design, I felt like I still had this other passion that was travel. I wanted to travel, so I went to the US 2 times, made these videos, and I started this kind of video project with you guys. I think that, yeah, that's definitely a topic for another video, how I moved into my old van. But basically, I was at the end of a relationship. We moved together, and then it dissolved, and that's why I had to move out. But I had trouble finding a flat in Berlin, which is still pretty hard to do. So after searching for some time and being really frustrated about the situation, I decided, hey, why not move into a van? Nobody wants me to have a steady income for that. I can just buy it, whatever, and then just live in there. And to be honest, I wanted to do it already before that. This idea wasn't very new. So I did that, bought this whole old thing, did some renovations on it, and moved in. And I loved it. I absolutely loved living in this van. But yeah, the design of the old van wasn't really ideal for what I wanted to do. So that's why I decided, okay, come on, you want to do it. You want to build a van yourself. You want to design every aspect of it. Let's just do it. Because I was living cheaply, and still working in my university and stuff, I was able to save up enough money to buy the van and then also pay for this build. And then I did the build, and here I am living in my second van, and I'm still love van life. I hope this gives you kind of a short run through. Again, if you're interested in more of this, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a separate video about this. Oh, and one question that I forgot to answer, but that I really want to talk about is by Val's Cosmos. He asked, what kind of videos have I planned once the build is done? And I think first I want to do a couple of review videos on the van build and kind of reflect on what things worked and what things don't, so that I can give you guys the best information, and especially what things to avoid to make the same mistakes that I did. And after that, it depends on if I can travel already, but I think I will be able to travel again. And then I want to do travel vlogging. I want to document my travels with this van, and I also want to focus on sharing the experiences that I make while traveling with you guys, and it also includes the culture and the people and the landscapes and everything. So yeah, sharing videos of my travels and also doing review videos of this van build. If you have any more suggestions what videos you would like to see and what you guys would be interested in, I would be super glad to hear about them. Just put them down in the comment section and I would gladly read them all, and yeah, I'll look forward for your suggestions. Okay, I think we're at the end of this Q&A session. I think it already went on pretty long. I will see when I edit the footage. Now to my announcement. I have been struggling with putting out these videos lately. That wasn't really because I wasn't enjoying this whole YouTube thing anymore. I really loved interacting with you guys and reading the comments and answering, and just, you know, putting out these videos was so much fun, and also like building things and recording things. That's like totally awesome. The reason why I struggled was really the editing process. It's up until a point where I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. I wasn't enjoying the whole YouTube thing, and it stressed me out a lot, and I kind of felt burned out because of this. And I always felt like I need to stop, that this can't go on. Now, honestly, I don't want to stop making YouTube videos, but I can't continue like it is right now because I just wasn't enjoying it. It was always a pain, and I always had to force myself to edit these videos. And it's not supposed to be that way because I practically earn no money with this. So this should be my hobby, and it should feel empowering and not like it's draining even more of my energy. So that's why I've decided that I will take a break from YouTube, from editing videos, for I don't know how long, until I feel energized and revitalized and excited about editing videos again, and that might take some time. So I think in order to make YouTube a sustainable long-term thing for me, I need to take a break now and find more energy and find enthusiasm about editing again. And I'm sure I will. I'm still really excited about this, and I really still love this project. But yeah, I need a break for now, so don't be surprised if you don't see any videos in the near future from me. If I continue building stuff in the van, I will record it and then edit it later and then give it out to you guys. But for now, there are not going to be any videos for some time. Again, I hope you understand. I hope that you get that it only makes sense for me to really do YouTube when I absolutely enjoy it. Where I'm at right now, yes, I still really want to do videos. So if you don't want to miss my new upcoming videos, when I start doing videos again, make sure to click the little bell icon next to my subscribe button here on my channel. That way you get notified when I have new videos again and when I get back into it. Because the YouTube algorithm probably won't show you my videos when I start making them again. So if you're really interested in seeing them again, make sure to hit this bell thingy, and then you can be assured to get notified when I'm back at it again. I can't wait to get back into making videos again, but yeah, I need a break, and that's really good and healthy for me. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for all the questions, for watching up until here too, and interacting with me and just being here for me and for this channel for over the last few years. Or if you're new, just welcome. It's great to have you here. I'm super happy of where this channel is at. So if you like this Q&A style, let me know by liking this video. Alright, this video was probably pretty long, so I need to end it now, edit it, get it out to you on Sunday, and then see you guys when I see you. Thanks for watching. Bye.